Welcome everyone to another B3313 video. This video is going to be a combination between two video ideas that I have had on the drawing board. The first video idea is visiting my least favorite stages, and the other one is visiting areas that are just kind of exist, in my opinion. They're not really that memorable. So let's try to make them memorable by visiting them and talking about them. They're probably still not going to be memorable. But that's what this video is going to be. But I have a couple of rules here. We are not visiting 3rd floor beta and 4th floor beta, because then the whole video would just be those areas, because they're just these little test areas and they don't really have that much significance. They're kind of meh areas, and they're meant to be that way. So we are not visiting 3rd floor beta and 4th floor beta in this video. Alright, we are visiting one area that could be accessed through 4th floor beta, but it could be accessed elsewhere, so it counts. But without further ado, let's just get straight into it, and hopefully I don't get warped into C64 here when I run in. I didn't. So I went through the right door, which means I am in Beta Lobby E. Beta Lobby E, you have 3 and 1 on the door. The same with Beta Lobby A, they are identical looking. And we are gonna go to Waterland, Shoshinkai Edition. How do you know that you're in the Shoshinkai Edition? Well, you know because of the camera orientation when you fall into the stage, and the fact that there is no star over there. Now, we are going to be hyperspeeding a little bit. A little bit of hyperspeeding, hyperspeed swimming. To make it a little bit faster so you don't have to spend like a minute watching me swim to the sub. We're going to go on the sub here. And jump into the sub. Welcome to one of the most frustrating stages in the game. Bowser's sub. Now, in terms of visuals, I mean, you're inside the sub. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. You're inside the sub, and then you're collecting red coins, and you're hitting a switch and stuff. But navigating this stage is honestly not that fun. You have this swamp that is placed in the most annoying spot ever. So when you're crawling up, you have to jump like sideways like this to get up, and you have a red coin there, just random red coin right there. You jump down, and then you have a red coin that is placed like all the way out there, so you have to jump, you have to do the triple jump spin to get over there, and then climb this whole thing once again. This area is just not fun. It's not fun to play. It's one of my least favorite stars in the entire game. But I don't want to dwell on this area too much. I dislike this area a lot, and it is one of the first areas that I do, because once the personalization values they go up, the stage becomes really horrible. Really horrible. But that is the first area. Now the next area that we're going to be going to is found within the Plexel basement, and we are in Beta Lobby C right now, 3 and 3. Now, going through this door on the left, we get put in Beta Lobby D. We go down the bottom door here, and we head through the door over here. We are now in the Plexel basement, right at the stage that we are talking about. You might recognize the stage from the sequence video. This is Flooded Downtown. Now, why is Flooded Downtown on this list? Isn't it cool to have the aftermath of Dry Town and, you know, and Downtown City? Isn't it cool to have that here? Not really. Now, I don't really, the playing this stage is not terrible. Like, it's not horrible. It doesn't make me want to rip my hair out or anything like that. It's just uninspiring. It's an uninspiring stage that is just superseded by 2 other stages. You have Dry Town and Downtown City that convey this message way better. The stage is nothing but a Greenio reference, essentially. So, that's kind of all that this is. I think in terms of collecting the stars, like, it's just a quick, you grab all 3 stars and then you're just done with this area. There's not really much more. There's not anything to explore. It's just, all you can do is you can press a switch and then you can touch some doors and that's kind of it. It's uninspiring. It's uninspiring. I guess it being a Greenio reference is kind of cool, but no, not really. Having an area being a Greenio reference for the sake of it just being there is, I don't know. It's never a stage that I was really fond of. Hence why I'm showcasing it. Speaking of areas that I am not very fond of, that is also a Greenio reference. Let's go outside real quick. Well, we're not going to be outside for very long, because we are going into a different lobby. Now, some of these areas have been renamed, as far as I could tell. I was watching a star spreadsheet, and it would seem that some of the areas have been renamed. Reasons unknown. Just kidding, I know exactly why they've been renamed. But not something I want to touch on in this video. Now, we're in the Toad lobby. And we head through the right door here. We get put in the Silent Sewers, or the Uncanny Sewers, I think is what this area is called now. Silent Sewers. Now, this is not the area that I'm talking about. I think this area is pretty damn cool. And it also has a pretty nasty little secret that we are avoiding because, you know, we're doing my least favorite areas and meh areas. We're not doing cool jump scares. Welcome everyone to Enhancer Creation, or whatever this area is called now. It used to be called Enhancer Creation. A Greenio reference, one of the videos where some footage is being shown and then this lame area is being shown. There's really nothing significant about this area. It's just a weird, massive, symmetrical blah. That's all it is. There's nothing interesting about this area. Absolutely nothing interesting about this area. Now, if you head over to this hole, because we're going to the next area now. If we head over to this hole, we get put in Goomba Garden, which has been changed a little bit since last time. It now looks different. I mean, yeah, it looks different. This is actually also one of the areas that I wanted to visit, because this area has absolutely no significance. It's just there. This is like one of those, speaking of sequences, this is one of those sequences where you go, like, what is this? What's the point of this, you know? It is kind of cool, but to be completely real, there's not really that much to do here. It's just a bunch of gateways that aren't really that interesting. Now, going through this black hole here, you get put in one of my least favorite areas in the whole game. Welcome to Uncanny Basement. Oh, getting thrown in here is just not fun. Now, I like the idea of the area. It's another Greenio reference, by the way, but I like the idea of the area, which is you have this scary area with the music being off. So you know, it feels like you're on edge, but the thing is, the area is just not fun to navigate. So that's Uncanny Basement. Now, one thing I do know is that this pipe is very close to the area that you get warped into when you do the whole Goomba Garden thing. And you get put in the vanilla lobby, this bottom area, where you can warp back up to this area here. Now, the next area that we are going to from here is actually very similar to Uncanny Basement. We are going to be heading to the basement. Right this way. Through the door right here. Oh, and by the way, if you are worried about that fire monster thing coming after you and killing you, crashing your game rather, Don't be. It will get stuck on the wall here pretty much no matter what. So when you go out of that door, as long as you don't go over here, it will not get to you. It spawns inside the painting. So don't be shy. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Now if we touch the star right here, we get warped to this fuckfest of an area. It's called Basement Maze, and it is a Mario Nova reference, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. But it is an area with a bunch of, well, random hallways that just isn't very fun to navigate. I'm not going to talk much about it because this is just an area that you navigate. So let's keep going. Oh, by the way, another way to get to floor 4B. Another way to get to floor 4B. Anyways, we're going to the next area now. So we are going to Beta Lobby B real quick. There we go. Beta Lobby B. I want to get negative lives, that's why we're doing it. And it might take a little bit longer because I don't remember exactly which door we're going to be going through here. But we are heading through the pipe here. And we are ground pounding the sun. Getting to Clockway Internals. This is not the area, by the way. I like Clockway Internals. It's another Mario Nova reference. Now we head through the door here on the left, which puts us in a hallway. Now once we've been in this hallway, we go through this door, so we get put in another hallway. Now from here, if you head left, could be the wrong one. It is the wrong one. That one takes us to Uncanny Basement. What is happening there? Oh, there's a bit of there's a little hole in the geometry. You head here. You get put in the painting museum. Now from here, don't mind this glitch, by the way. This happens sometimes. I don't actually know why this happens. This happens in some areas where the textures just get completely glitched. This is not a corruption, by the way. This is just like a texture glitch. Now, one of these areas, I think it's the door right here. One of these areas has a little area. This is the area. So this area right here, I swear to God, I forget that this area exists. I'm not gonna lie. I forget that this area exists. This area is called, just wait for it, it's called Garden. It's called Garden. This area is called Garden. That is how forgettable this area is. It's literally called Garden. And all it is this, you have a tree, you have the sunset, you know, floating hotel looking sunset vibe. There is really not much to say about this area other than it's a garden. It's a garden. What more do you want to know? It's a garden. There's nothing more to say. We go through this door. We get put into another area that I find meh. We're racing through them today. This area is called the Strawberry Lobby. And this is probably the most forgettable meh lobby in the whole game. I need to remind myself that this area exists because otherwise you can't 100% the game. Because there is a warp here. There is a warp here. You jump through here. Come on. Huh. You might have to have 120 stars for the warp to activate. But once you get 120 stars, there is a warp that will take you down there in the aquarium where you can get the green star. But that's the only reason to go here. And then there's one other stage. There's what's it called? Dry Downtown, I think is the name of it. It's another stage that is not very memorable. But that was the Strawberry Lobby. Now we are gonna be heading to a completely different area now. A completely different area now. So, if you remember my solar tower and lunar tower video, you will remember that there is a certain way to get there that involves the pink upstairs. That's where we're going. Not because the area is unmemorable or strawberry upstairs, as I like to call it. It's not because it's unmemorable. I think this area is cool. It's kind of cool. But it is because there is an area. There is an area, and I hope I remember where it is. I am probably not going the right way, but we will see. I'm pretty sure it's not this area, but we'll see. No, it's definitely not that area. Because there's a single door. I should definitely plan out these videos a little bit more sometimes. The thing is, I don't really go through pink upstairs at all when I do this. It's not that door either. One of these areas, though, that's in the strawberry upstairs will put you in... That's painting museum. One of these doors will put you in polygonal chaos. Right at SGI Indy. And I actually have a much easier way to get to SGI Indy, but I was like, why not do it this way? That's back where the solar tower is. Maybe it is over there. Maybe it is. Maybe it is this way. I just don't remember. That's the thing. That's the thing about B3313. Sometimes your mind can draw a blank. I'm pretty sure it's not this door. Oh, it is this door. Oh, look at that. Alright, so there's no way to get back, by the way. Thank you, Chris. No way to get back. And you get put in polygonal chaos right outside our next area. Welcome, everyone, to SGI Indy. Based on the internals of some console, I believe. I think it's the Nintendo 64. I'm not sure. This stage is really ugly. First and foremost, it is really ugly. It is not very fun to navigate, and it is riddled with quicksand everywhere. Like that green stuff, quicksand. This yellow stuff, quicksand. The blue stuff over there, I don't remember. It's probably lava. It could be quicksand, actually. We can check real quick. I'm pretty sure that's also quicksand. That is also quicksand. That is also quicksand. So, yeah. That's the area. That's the area. I don't like SGI Indy because it's just not a fun stage to navigate, and some of the stars are located in the most ridiculous places possible. Now, let's go to a course that I wasn't really thinking of putting in the video initially, but I thought to myself that this stage is actually really not very fun. Not very inspiring. And I remember when I played it that it was actually a stage that I wasn't enjoying. So you want to head through this door right here in the parallel lobby, right next to the Vanish Cab, and grab the Vanish Cab, of course. You want to head through the mirror here. And here we are. Welcome to No Man's Land, with quite possibly the worst music in the whole game. Now, what is this area? It is an original creation. It is, I guess a Snowman's Land reinterpretation is what it is. But very primitive and uninspiring, I guess. Also the whole level is super glitchy. See if I can showcase how glitchy it is. I mean, you can see how the clipping is on this house. You just kind of slide up because it's a slope. And then you have the snowman itself, which is over here. And here. We have the snowman itself, which is really, really weird when it comes to its clipping. Like, half of the time you just go straight through it like this. But I guess what you can do is you can do a fun little BLJ. So you BLJ here, and then you keep BLJing, and then that's the only fun I can get out of the stage. I'm not gonna lie. I think the music is not very fun, and I think the rescuing the penguin on this specific stage is just frustrating. Hence why it is here. Now, the last area that I'm gonna go to, because I don't want this video to be too long, the last area that we're gonna be going to is a stage found in the Plexel upstairs. And this area is gonna require a little bit of explanation. I'm actually gonna show you an extra area as well, which is another area that just kind of exists. So we go to the Plexel upstairs through Beta Lobby B, 1 and 2 on the door on the left. And we want to head upstairs. Upstairs in the upstairs. And we want to head past Rainbow Right Beta. Into the hole. And into this area. Welcome to Big Boo's Fortress. Or what I would like to call concentration camp. That's what I call this area, because the name of the theme in the background is called concentration. Now, what do I not like about this stage? Pretty much everything. Just the whole eyeballs everywhere, having to navigate this area, and just the overall aesthetic of it. It's not a very pleasant looking stage. And, you know, you have the key mechanic, which I think is fine. It works in some of the stages. But in this specific stage, it doesn't work that well. Now let me show you why this stage is like a stage that I dislike. Because in itself, the stage is just meh. It's like, oh, it's another Boo stage where you go through a couple of doors and wow, you know? Yeah. But here comes the actual culprit as to why I dislike this stage. Oh, other than the doors, I forgot a key. I think I need to kill the Boo over here. I didn't know that the music slowed down in this stage. But we kill the Boo here. Oh, we can get the star right here. So just watch this. Just watch what happens, watch what happens, watch what happens. So you get thrown down here, which takes you, just takes you to the forest maze. So you are forced to go here every single time you grab something there, which is just extra travel time. It's not a big deal, obviously, you have fast traveling in this game, but it's annoying. Why does that happen, you know? It's super annoying. Forest maze is not a bad area, though. Okay, last area. Last area. Found in Beta Lobby C. 3 and 3 on the doors. Now, what is bad about this area? Well, it's not really bad. It just kind of exists. I'll explain why. I'll explain why. So, this is Jolly Roger Bay Beta. Love this area, actually. Pretty cool area. Not on my top 10, but I like the music, the E3 1996 music. It's pretty damn good. Now, we do a little bit of swimming, and we go through the hole. You know where we're going. We are going to an area called Unagi's Tunnel. Now, what is so special about Unagi's Tunnel? Absolutely nothing. There is nothing special about this area. It is Eel Graveyard, but lamer, if you ask me. That's what this area is. It's Eel Graveyard, but lamer. So you remember last video? Last video, I did a top 10. Or not a top 10, but I showcased my favorite areas. And Eel Graveyard was one of them. Well, this is the boring counterpart to Eel Graveyard. Unagi's Tunnel. So, what good can I say about this area? Nothing really. There's not really anything good about it. I guess it looks kind of nice. I guess it just doesn't look as cool as Eel Graveyard, and the way you get to it is not as cool as Eel Graveyard either. At least you have 2 stars to collect here instead of, you know, instead of 1. But does that really make a stage better? I don't know. Not if you ask me. Not if you ask me. But, that's pretty much the entire video. I don't really have more areas to explore. Now, before I end the video, there is something that I would like to say. A couple of things, actually. First and foremost, I noticed that I have gotten a lot more subs recently, and I'm very grateful for that. I thank everyone who subs to the channel, but you need to know, as much as it pains me to say it, but you know it's coming, right? That I will not be documenting this game forever, and it actually won't be much longer before I stop documenting this game. At some point, I will be running out of ideas, and this game will no longer be documented, and then this channel will most likely be going into hibernation again. Or I will repurpose it for something else. I just want you to have that heads up before you expect, like, B3313 to be something that I'm gonna be doing for a long time. It's not. It's not. I am almost finished. I have a couple of more ideas that I want to do. I have a couple of more things that I want to show. And then I might do some stage-specific speedruns, like speedrunning Moto's Factory, speedrunning Downtown City, speedrunning some of the stages in this game that I really like, and then showcasing them on the channel. But I will not be doing more than that, to be honest. Otherwise, did I have anything else to say? I don't think I have anything else to say, really. Oh, yeah. Next video idea. The next video idea that I am going to be doing is going to be shorter than the last 2 videos, this one and sequences and such. The next video is going to be trolls. The trolls in B3313. Some of them are a little bit obscure, and some of them are very obvious. In fact, one of the trolls happened in this video. It's going to be a little bit vague what a troll actually is, but I will explain it, and it will make a lot more sense once I showcase it. And I might include the yellow switch, because that is definitely a troll. Anyways, thank you all for watching the video. Let me know which areas are your least favorite, because it would be, it's always nice to read other people's comments and getting their input and such. But I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.